Shots fired before the show even starts. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the shoutiest segment on a multitude of Irish platforms. It is the scintillating, splendido, scintillating, crappy quiz. Stupefying. Every Friday we pit three of team off the ball up against each other in our no-holds-barred
how many
quiz
times?
of sporting factoids at the end of the week. Allow me to welcome tonight's contestants. Our first contestant tonight wrote his letter to Santa last night and it went something like this. Dear Santa, please can you make me a new groin for Christmas? I injured my last one. Also, please can you get me a position on the Meath Senior Football panel for the 2019 Championship? CC Andy McEntee. Love from the Meath Hillbilly, Tommy Rooney.
I'm smiling, but that's dirty. That's dirty on.
Yeah, I mean, Andy McEntee was in. You should have seen it.
Was this like when he was trying to court Schiffer back in the day? When Andy McEntee arrived in?
When what? What's that? I don't know what's going on here. There's a number of slides going my direction.
I was just telling the truth and not taking it, Well,
what happened when Andy McEntee arrived in?
Did
you introduce yourself as...
No,
what's your team called again?
Sure, he knows them.
Meath's not that big a county.
Is he watching Meath Hill's matches?
Is he aware of you,
He'd
though?
probably watching us a bit more next year.
Is he aware of you? Was he like, the big
He's
fella
aware
from
that I'm in here.
Meath Hill?
You'll probably hear about this as well.
Oof.
Oh.
Is that why you're not in the squad? You're too much of a liability.
Is on
I can
Snapchat,
imagine
is he?
that could be a major factor.
Yeah, the only reason Tommy's not
quality.
there is because he's in the media.
Yeah, exactly.
reason
The
is
only
that-
reason.
He's one of those media clowns. Our second
Thanks,
contestant tonight, it does say our first contestant for all three of these. Was that on purpose or was that just a cut and paste job? Cut and paste, that's grand. And sometimes Owen makes these jokes and you're like, oh, that was on
Abstract
purpose. Our second contestant tonight also wrote his letter to Santa last night. It went something like, Dear Santa, please can you make me a new pair of sunglasses for Christmas? I need something to block out the YouTube haters. Also, can you get me a stress ball? I need to look more stressed so my faux outrage looks less faux. Love from Adrian, who's your daddy Barry?
That was shite.
Our
Much better.
Our first contestant tonight also wrote his letter to Santa last night. It went something like this. Dear Santa, I know I'm on the naughty list this year after telling my wife Mayo we're still in the championship in August when they weren't and subsequently going on the lash for a week. Please can you get me a Dublin jersey? I need a new team to support and more excuses to go beering in August. Love from the Beast of Ballyhonest, Nathan, Nate Dog Murphy.
Wasn't great either now, was it?
Beast of Ballybrack.
Mine was dirty. The lads got away with that.
Well,
I don't live anywhere near
I know, but
Ballybrack.
just something else that rhymes with B.
As ever, the format's the classic crappy quiz, 4 questions each. After 4 rounds, it's the trivia equivalent of taking every game as it comes, aka the rapid fire round. You can podcast the crappy quiz on iTunes, Stitcher, Podcast Addict, Audioboom, offtheball.com. Give us 5 out of 5, even if you think this segment stinks. And send any question you have via postcard to Crappy Quiz Quizmaster, Off the Ball Towers, Marconi House, Diggs Lane, Dublin 2. There was no post this week.
Ger, please protect your questions. I have to keep my head in this direction in case my eyes glaze over that way. I don't want that to happen again like happened
Andy
before.
McEntee was in.
His eyes glazed over. He's like, oh, I love you, Andy. Give me a gig.
What are
you
your
say
chances of playing for Meath? Are they gone?
Absolutely.
What age are you?
Yeah.
I'm too old.
What age are you?
That's it. And I don't have
What age are you?
25. I had to think about that for a second.
Yeah, you're never
26 very soon. I'm too close to 26.
When are you 26?
Probably 4 months.
On your Wikipedia page, anyway.
Yeah, I'm on Wikipedia. Let's move on, lads. Come on.
And have you made peace with that, or is that like a...
I made peace with it about 8 years ago.
So what's your motivation to go out
peace.
for Meath Hill every weekend?
There's a huge
Sacrificing your
difference between
social
playing
life.
for your club and playing for your county, lads. We're
I
not
know,
getting
playing
into
for
this right
county is
now,
great. Playing for club,
I think there's a major
you've won your
difference.
intermediate title.
There's
It's
a
not
major
going to
difference in
happen
your
again.
When was the
lifestyle.
last Meath Hillbilly who played for Meath? Has there been one?
People played in the league, I'm sure, back in the early 2000s, and then in the
And is there
90s.
any of the
So you've
current
never
crop?
had somebody play a championship game for Meath from Meath Hill?
You're putting me on the spot here, but I don't believe we have.
And
I-
of
wow.
the current team that are there, who are
embarrassing.
the top? Like, who's the top 2 players who
I'm
could
not
possibly
naming anyone now,
You
so
yourself,
keep
I'd say. That's what I'm getting
There's
at.
plenty of lads, very good young footballers in the
They're like looking
This
at the
is
rest of them.
absolutely
You're looking at the rest of them
silly.
going,
Come on,
"You
keep going.
schmucks."
Absolutely not.
Put me in, coach.
Come on.
Round
Stupid.
1. Round 1. The boring question round, never multiple choice. Question 1 for
delete
you,
it.
Tommy.
Yep.
Name the last team not called Toulouse to beat Leinster in the Heineken Champions Cup.
Saracens.
Semi-final 2017.
Clermont.
Yeah, I maintain to this day that very well
They were unlucky.
they really were. Question 1 for you, Adrian. Name Katie Taylor's opponent this weekend.
I read it earlier on, and I am never going to be able to remember it.
You never do, pal.
You should see Owen's face. He just can't help himself.
If there's one question that's guaranteed to come up in the crappy quiz the weekend of a Katie Taylor fight, it's who's her opponent.
Is it the sister of the previous opponent?
Everybody's laughing at that. I'm sorry, but the quizmaster has like...
Oh, that's not that funny.
He's like...
Because it could be true, even though
it's just
not.
that he hasn't a clue, as though
That's what's
But
funny.
she was
man.
due to fight the sister of her last opponent.
And she didn't.
Do you know the answer?
Molotov cocktail?
Eva Wallstrom. Question one for you, Nathan. Which side notched more points than any other in this year's Champions League group stages? I'm sure you were in this city commentating on them recently enough.
Here. What? What?
Which? Tala is the city.
Come on. Oh, sorry. But I mean, still.
Why are you trying to put me off? So, just what team...
Got the most
on,
points in the
Nathan.
Champions League.
Anyone went 6 out of 6? I know Porto got 16.
Grand.
Go with Porto.
Correct.
That's so easy.
Wait, did you commentate on Porto?
I did.
Yeah, but sure you
Well, like,
commented
that's
on a few games
bullshit
this
then.
week.
What are you doing?
I didn't know that.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Why did you say it?
Who were they playing?
Round two.
Here.
The Kilmacud Schmilmacud round. See what he did there?
I do.
You see what Owen Sheehan from Kerry did? Kilmacud Schmilmacud. After Mulnalachta put the Dublin behemoth of Kilmacud Crokes to the sword last weekend, this round will test your knowledge of the other notable shocks we've seen in sport down through the years. The 2015-2016 Premier League season will never be forgotten after the biggest upset we're ever likely to see. But can you name 3 of the 4 Leicester City players that made the PFA Team of the Season?
Mahrez,
Correct.
Vardy,
Correct.
Kante.
Correct.
Schmeichel.
That's very easy.
Michael didn't. Morgan.
Morgan, I had Morgan.
Morgan. Good
Bit
Morgan.
easy, wasn't it? Bit easy.
It was a bit easy, really. She's
But it was pretty easy, but I
Maybe
got
all
it.
4, like...
My first question was bullshit.
Question 2 for you, Adrian. Who upset the mighty St. Vincent's in last year's Leinster Football Championship? Here. That last question's really easy.
Well,
Great.
we know who buttered up the quizmaster this week.
Yeah. You make it sound a bit filthy. Is that like a...
I didn't say anything.
Last Tango in Paris, says JP. Jesus. That's a...
JP knows.
Oh my God. He also then did the activity.
Lads, how long is Adrian getting here?
Come on.
I'm going to go with Portlaoise.
No.
Gary Castle?
No. Wicklow.
Huh?
Team from
You.
Wicklow.
I was just have to give you a county.
No. I'm giving you a hint. So you're going to do... Don't worry about it. Rathnew is the answer.
Rathnew, yeah.
Question 2 for you, Nathan. 42-1 is the name of a new ESPN documentary released this week, getting its title from the market odds on the man who beat Mike Tyson in 1990.
Buster Douglas.
Name him, yeah.
Oh my God.
Easy questions are the worst, because there's only one way it can go.
No, they're not. Hard questions are the worst.
They lure you into a false sense of security.
Easy questions are the best, it turns out. Not the shitty ones that
I
are.
want of a certain age that
That
isn't
seems
a
like it
seismic
could be
shock.
something in 1950.
Yeah, like, whereas actually...
I would've got that.
The whole world actually, it's...
One of those events that everybody knows about.
Yeah, it's on the news in Morning Ireland, like
After
as
he gave the answer.
outside of the sport. It's like, oh. He says we have a world champion fighting this weekend and they can't name her opponent.
No, Adrian couldn't.
No,
name
you said you didn't know
opponents.
about it, and that's just not true.
Round 3,
Everyone knew it was Eva Wallstrom.
the Let's Play Darts round. Boring. It's that time again for my favourite sport to make a return to our TVs. It's not a sport. That's right, it is a sport, it says here. You'll have to blunder up to the oche and fling some knowledge at this dartboard of trivia and try not to fart while you're doing it.
Okay.
Question 3 for you, Tommy.
Yeah.
You stink. Name any person not called Phil Taylor who's won more than one PDC World Darts Championship.
Michael Van Gerwen.
I mean, this is...
If I was asked to name another dart, I'd be in trouble.
Raymond van Barneveld. Adrian Lewis.
Adrian Lewis, but is Van Barneveld not the other one?
No, did he not win 2 PDCs as well? Did he not?
He's
He
the...
only won 1 PDC.
Michael Van Gerwen.
I thought he had dominance in both.
Michael Van Gerwen.
Question 3 for you, Adrian. 9 darters have been notched at the PDC World Darts Championship.
Am I been stitched up here? Is this what's going on?
They've all finished with the same dart. Which one? I mean...
You didn't even listen to the question, did
What's
you?
happening? 9 darters
Yeah.
have... Go on, what's the rest of it?
Have been notched
Yeah.
at the PDC World Darts Championship. They've all finished with the same dart. Which one?
The blue one or the green one?
Okay, so
Grand, because I was going to say something else, so that's good.
what?
It's a double. I've a feeling in my bones it's a double.
Just so we're clear, by the way, JP, that we can hear everything you say.
We can hear it.
So if you give the answer, we will have the answer.
It is on screen.
This is fucking ridiculous.
Well, no, that's interesting.
It's a number. It's not that hard.
Well, it's a number, and that's really...
Okay, come on, give your answer.
Come on, Adrian.
Again, the full outrage.
Yeah, it's a number between 1 and 60, obviously. I mean, it was a joke.
He can hear you.
It was a joke.
He can hear you.
I mean, I know it. I'm not sure he would have got that. In fact, it was a joke.
I'm going to go with 5.
Double top. 12. Double 12.
That is bullshit. Isn't it? That is bullshit. You never would have got that. You never would have got it. Nobody would have got
Let's
that.
just keep going here, lads.
Double 12.
I might have been stitched up here with bullshit questions.
Really?
Bullshit.
Nathan seems to be arguing against himself here and trying to get...
What's the problem?
I would have thought it was double 20.
The problem is that I got asked an impossible question, like total random guess question.
Okay.
You got asked,
anyways,
name a famous dart player is what you got asked.
You got a 0 to 20 guess number.
It's the way the apple falls.
1 to 20. Question 3 for you, Nathan. According to yesterday's Daily Mirror, how many pints are estimated to be drank at this year's PDC World Darts Championship? There is a margin for error, but we cannot tell you this margin for error as it will provide a clue.
Did you watch
1 million.
Correct.
Were you in the office? Did you see his tweet?
He was banging on about it.
He
with
tweeted
Kenny
it.
Cunningham yesterday.
That's brutal.
I wasn't watching, but I was watching the darts last night for 5 minutes. And
I've been stitched up here.
How?
Well, let's get going.
The question that look at the question that I got. You were literally, that information was out there because Owen was talking about it yesterday. You got asked name a famous darts player and you guessed it right. Like,
Katie Taylor's fighting tomorrow night. You were presenting a show this morning talking about it, and you don't know the name of her opponent.
I had read it, but I forgot it. Move on from that question.
Round 4.
Nonsense.
Okay. Pens at the ready. The fun free magic number round. Contestants get 3 points for getting the number exactly right. If nobody manages that, the nearest contestant who doesn't go bust gets 2 points. The second closest will get a single point. I'm going to have to state that we can only accept the answer written on your paper. I'm also going to have to ask for your pens once the music ends. Dave McIntyre came up with this number.
So it might not be correct.
If you don't mind, give us the following number. The number of professional fights won by Katie Taylor so far. Plus the number of points involved in the highest 3-dart finish you can have in darts. Plus the number of points Celtic finished with in their Europa League group. Plus the number of Premier League goals scored by Javi Hernandez, Chicharito, the little P, outside the box.
So 30 seconds.
This season or ever? Ever.
Your 30 seconds expires when Paxton Atchison by Chinese beats. Look at this picture of study.
I think I have the exact number.
It's like they're in the leaving cert.
I think I have it. Should I go under? Should I go under?
I haven't studied.
Oh, I've changed it. Yes.
Go down, Tommy.
Nailed it.
I feel like I should go lower again.
I think I should go way lower, but like, screw it. And for a penny and all that.
Bright shiny.
All right, what we got?
190.
190.
190.
Oh, yes!
Nailed it.
Oh my God! Did you see how quickly I did at the end?
He's leaving me hanging.
Oh,
Sorry.
a last minute change. Thank God.
Fair.
I had gone for double 20, and then I was like, oh, what about the ball?
Double 20 is the correct answer, so you obviously fecked up everything else.
No, because you can go
There's definitely doesn't
treble 20.
Here, so it can't be 180.
No, I know. I changed it.
You can go
To what?
treble 20, treble 20.
178, surely. You can
can't
be
you?
left with 2.
Treble 20, treble 20. It has to, do you not I don't know anything about this thing. It doesn't have to finish on a double.
So here, so the point is, if it has to finish on a double, the minimum amount of you'd have 2 would be the max, with the minimum amount you could have going into the final round. So ergo, the maximum 3-dart finish is 178. Am I right?
No, it's 180. 170.
You can finish on the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
260
170.
260 in the ball, okay.
So what did you come up with? How did you come up with 190?
I just gave you my logic. No, 178 for that.
Okay,
170
let me go through.
190.
Okay, so one.
You were also wrong.
190 is the answer.
Okay,
No,
so
in total for the entire round.
Yes, I had 190.
So for the darts question, what did you have?
170, which is the correct answer.
170 is the correct answer, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
All right, so the number of points involved in the highest 3-dart finish you can have in darts is 170. Treble 20 times 2 and a bullseye. Just explain the 3-dart finish. You have to finish on
either a double or the bull.
Okay, right.
It's only darts. Do they really care?
No. And then the number of points Celtic finished with in the Europa League group.
9.
I had 10.
5.
9 is the correct answer.
Right, so Katie hit 9.
10. Katie Taylor.
Well, Hernandez hasn't scored outside the box, has he?
Never scored a goal outside the box.
So what, she's 11?
11.
You had 1 there. Had you had 0 for that, yeah? Interesting.
So nobody got any of the answers correct.
Oh, no, I got
correct.
Hernandez right.
I got 2 of them right.
No, I got Hernandez.
Hernandez is 0.
Yeah.
I got
I got that
Celtic's
right.
points and I got the darts.
I got Celtics.
And I got the
points.
overall correct answer, which is ultimately all that matters.
So what happened?
Celtic had 9, not
how did
10,
the points
Tommy.
get split up here now?
Yeah, I had 9, but I just...
Everybody
Everybody
gets
gets
I was writing down the
Yeah.
answers after. I had 9.
So what was I starting with there? I was starting with 3, was I?
Okay, hang on. I need to just the independent Utica from Stokes Kennedy Crowley. We've got a 6-5-3 score in favour of Nathan leads, Tommy's second, Adrian's third.
So wait a second, I've got every single question right so far.
Yeah, but you've been given
Well,
a
apart
handy
from
run.
Javi Hernandez.
Wow.
That's not, you didn't actually.
Wow.
get the
Maximum
question.
points.
No, you didn't get every.
It's good to be
question.
back.
That's inaccurate.
Upping the standards.
A 9-dart finish. Okay, our winner tonight's going to be decided in the round that separates the men from the boys, the Rob Carneys from the Rob Brydens. It's the no team in particular, ridiculously easy rapid fire round. The score you get in this round is going to be added to your score in the previous round. That was my bad Rob
It was
Brydon
like
accent.
an Indian accent.
Yeah, it was Rob Brydon.
Gavin and
It was,
Stacey, huh?
before everybody gets...
It was Rob Brydon doing an Indian accent.
No, it wasn't. It was just bad. It was just bad. I realised that I'm going to get in a lot of trouble for that, so... There will be 40 seconds for everybody to answer from the same set of questions. We're going to start with the person with the highest number of points and on to the person second, on to the person last. Very easy. It'll make sense when we get going. If you get a question correct, I will ask you another question and keep asking you questions until you get one wrong. Once you get a question wrong, the wrinkle, the difficulty here is that we deduct a point for every one you get wrong, and then we move on to the next person. And so that's why, this could go either way. Up to recently, everybody would complain about the fact they have to have earphones in to hear the clip, but I'm delighted that we've actually insisted that they have, particularly for this week, because it stars our own Nathan Murphy. And Nathan, your time is going to begin with a Nathan Murphy saying, "I'd eat the full pack, no bother."
I'd eat the full pack, no bother.
Which Dutch side play their home games in the Phillips Stadium?
PSV.
Where in Ireland would you find TEG Cusack Park?
Ennis.
Mullingar. Tommy, who's currently bottom of the Premier League?
Fulham.
Name the Fulham manager.
Ranieri.
Who was Chelsea manager immediately before Jose's first reign?
Ranieri.
Where is the World Darts Championship happening?
London.
Alexander Palace. Adrian, name either of the women who took part in the main draw of the PDC World Darts Championship.
Bullshit.
Nathan,
Come on.
who scored for Chelsea against Karabag last night?
Oh, Giroud.
It's gone.
No, Lacazette. Which 2 British heavyweight champions were
Wait, Chelsea. You said Chelsea.
I
You
didn't
said
hear you. I didn't hear you
Chelsea.
there. Hold on a second.
Lacazette played
Hold on a second.
It's
I'm getting the question. Say it again.
It's the most shambolic.
I want my
quiz
question.
No,
ever
it's
had.
my question
I
to
want
level
a
it up.
question.
Stop. No, stop. Pause.
No,
if I get this question
Chelsea.
right, you said Chelsea. It was
Did I say
Arsenal.
Chelsea?
Okay, you did say Chelsea.
So I get
What's
one
happening
question to level it up.
So what's happening here?
I get one question to level it up.
And if you get it wrong, I win.
But I've already said the question, so he knows it.
No, but ask me another question. The next question on the list.
How many years had Raf Cretaro spent at Sligo Rovers before moving to
Oh my
Finn
God.
Harps this
That's in
week?
every
15.
headline.
What?
16. 17. So I win.
It's in every. No, but you have to get. Does he have to get asked a question?
Yeah, because he would have had another question to bring him back to the point.
You would have asked him that question.
You just completely
Sorry,
ruined this quiz.
that was a load of bollocks. Ranieri.
Kill the music. Kill the
This
music.
is your life. Like,
Kill the music.
Which two British heavyweight fighters will fight December 22nd?
Which 2 British heavyweight fighters will
That's
fight
the question.
December 22nd?
You have to answer it. Like.
Joshua Wilder.
No,
Or not Wilder.
too late. Dillian White and Derek Chisora.
Oh,
Does this mean we have a
draw.
tie?
yeah, I think that means we have a tie.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Can somebody don't just
I didn't
don't
even know
just
what that
fight back,
question
tell
was.
us the score.
Hold on, give us a tie break.
What? 7-6 to Tommy.
I won it.
7.
7-5.
But he got a question
There you
wrong.
go.
So it's 6-5.
You got the
He got a
question
question
wrong
wrong.
6-all. I think it's a tie break.
You were on 5 before the effing Carabao question.
So I won it.
But also, that screwed me over completely.
Oh, here we go.
Because I would have had to mention, I would have got that right. I would have got that right. I would have got another question.
And nobody can hear the other side.
He says, pick it up with the Quizmaster. It has been the crappiest, most symbolic crappy
Yeah.
quiz to end
worst one
this
ever.
season
Thankfully,
of
we
crappy
career as
quizzes.
well.
Next week, we won't be back with
never
an
existed.
actual crappy quiz. It is the end of year What's it called?
The crappiest quiz.
Crappy quiz of the year.
Big fat crappy quiz of the year.
Crap.
Is Kilban in for it again?
Oh, remember that time that he came in?
Last year.
Came in 10 minutes late.
Oh, can we sort that out? The apparition.
Well, all it needs to be is any day next week.
He's got no recollection of that whatsoever. Right, that is your lot from the Crappy Quiz this week. Thanks for being part of our little adventure there. As ever, you can get on to youtube.com/offtheball and subscribe and follow us on Twitter and on Facebook as well, and hit the subscribe button there as well, and we'll let you know whenever we're doing any good stuff or crappy stuff like this.
Hey, hope you enjoyed that latest offering from Off the Ball. If you want to subscribe, and you should, check out just up here. All our latest stuff is just down here. Generally, knock yourself out.